canyon on the east. Let's go. Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, then a very big hello. My name is Louise, and today is the start of camping season. Oh my god, this is so exciting. Today is currently May 12th, 2025, and we are going to go on our very first camping adventure. If you guys didn't watch my vacation holiday vlog at the beginning of the year where I broke down every month and where we're going, there has been a few changes just because of emergencies that have happened in my life over the last few months. If you've been watching my vlogs, if you follow me on Instagram, you probably know. But we have had to do some cancellations of some camping spots. We've had to go back to England. So yes, our plans are all up in the air this year, and basically everything I said in January for my vacation video, which I will leave linked here, is unfortunately not going ahead. The end of the year is, but these next few months we've just had to change them around because we've had to go back to England. So we are out earlier than expected. Our first camping trip was actually supposed to be in 2 weeks' time. We were supposed to go for 4 days down at basically a campsite that we've never been to before, about an hour away, but unfortunately we did have to cancel that one, and we found a last minute reservation come up at Rock Point, which is only 50 minutes drive from our house, and I'm off for 2 days. So me and Jake are going to drive down for 2 days to Rock Point Provincial Park. I have actually already been to this park, which I will leave a vlog up here, but we are going to do things a little bit different. When we went to that one 2 years ago, I believe, it was during the height of summer, so we were able to get on our paddleboards, get into the lake. We're currently in May. Even though there is a heat wave going on right now, the water isn't going to be warm enough for us to get on. So we're going to go on all the hiking trails. We're going to take you a tour of the campsite. And yeah, I'm really, really excited because I absolutely loved Rock Point. It's known for its fossils. Yeah, so we're driving down to Rock Point right now. We're going to be there all day tomorrow, all day the next day. And I'm going to take you guys along with us. And if you're new here, then hello. My name is Louise. I moved from the UK to Canada 5 years ago. Me and my boyfriend Jake treated ourselves to a trailer when we got permanent residency 3 years ago, and we traded it in for a brand new trailer, and this is the very first outing in our new trailer. We used to just have a 28 foot, we have now gone to 35 foot, and yeah, it's going to be a lot bigger. We are going for a big trip at the end of the year in November for a month down in Florida, so we are testing it out as we go. So Jake unwinterized it last week, and we are ready to go to Rock Point. So I am so excited. 1, because it's the first camping trip of the season. 2, because it's the first time that we're taking this trailer out. And 3, we're in a heat wave today. So I'm excited to get set up, get the barbecue on. I'm absolutely starving. We haven't even had a barbecue this year. Like, it has been a whole thing. We need to go. We need to lock the door. We need to go. Okay, so we had a bit of difficulty getting off the drive. I am now with Jake. Hi. So basically our drive dips down, and the weight of the trailer on the back of the truck got us a bit stuck, but we got out in the end. Our aim was to be on the road by 6:30. At a point we thought we was going to leave at 6, but because of that it made us get off about 6:20. So we're still on time, but we could have been a little bit earlier if we didn't deal with that. But this is the first time we're taking it out. So yeah, so we have managed to get off the drive, which is awesome. Huge tick. Otherwise that would have been a very short vlog. And just to tell you a bit of Rock Point, really. Rock Point is the south of Ontario. It's down in a little town called Dunnville. It's about an hour away from Niagara Falls. So anybody traveling to Niagara Falls and want to come and do a little camping trip, then I will show you around this place. And the sun is still shining, it's still nice and warm. It's currently 7 p.m. and we are only 10 minutes away. And what I will say, drive to Rock Point Provincial Park from Niagara Falls is such a beautiful drive. You pass the most amazing houses and it's so scenic. There's not much highway. The roads can be, I guess, be a bit narrow for on the way to a provincial park, but like I said, we do have a big trailer and we can get down them. There are a few tight corners here and there, but we've managed to do it all okay in our trailer. And if you don't know what trailer we've got, then I will link it down below. I did do a trailer tour not long ago. Jake also did a very in-depth one. If you want to go watch his, I will leave that video down below for you. And here we are at Rock Point, our first provincial park of 2025. It wasn't supposed to be, but now it is. I love the entrance of this one. It's got a nice big sign. Oh, look at the colours and the sun coming through. And like I said, this is May, so the leaves are starting to grow back now on the trees. And we are here. So when you turn up to a provincial park, if the check-in office is still open, you check in with them. If not, you go straight to your site and then you check in the morning. So you can turn up at any time. You can turn up at midnight. As long as you've booked online, you can go straight to your pitch unless the check-in is open, and then you go and see them. So we're going to go see now. So this is the entrance for Rock Point. You can either park up to the side just here and walk in, or you could just drive up to the desk, and the open sign is not lit up, so I'm going to guess no one is in there.
On the campground map. Yeah, it closes at 4.
So it closes at 4 p.m. But you can grab a campground map still, because we're definitely going to need this because it's been a while since we've been here. Normally they hand this when you check in. So first things first, as soon as we get here, we like to fill up with water. We don't travel with the water in there just because it adds extra weight. So we have just come, you turn right as soon as you come in to check in. Keep on driving and then you'll find yourself at the water. And there is 2, I believe, for water.
Can you jump out and tell me when to stop, please?
Yeah. Okay, so this is the fill-in station, this tube here, and it goes, there's any beginners here, we had to learn all of this 3 years ago, so I thought I'd share this in the vlog. And we just pull it in to here, because this campsite is not a water hookup. If this campsite was a water hookup, it means that you could hook up in your actual site that you are in, but ours isn't, so we have to fill up here. It is electric though, so we do have electric.
And it's threaded, which is good.
So we actually, there's so many different campsites. There's ones that are called backcountry, which literally have no water, no electric, no dump. There's ones with just water, there's ones with just electric, and then there's the ones that do everything. The dump, like Disney. Disney does everything. Jake's just letting it run through.
Yeah, this hose I haven't used yet.
And then we're going to fill this up. And then once we've filled this up, we can go straight to our campsite. So let's go look at the map. Okay, so while we're waiting for the water, I'll quickly show you the map. So the gate is up here, and we have literally just come in to use like the water. And then our campsite is over here. We are staying in 146, which is actually right on the corner right here. I think last time we were around this area, the 1-2s, I want to say, don't quote me on that, but this time we are here 146. We're right next to a water hookup, we're right next to garbage and bins, and then we're just across the road from the shower and the toilets. So we're not too far to go, but it should be nearly nice and full, and then we'll be able to make our way over. So while Jake is filling that up, he has sent me on a mission to see if the store is open. So right next to the filling station, there is the camp store. It's like a 2-minute walk away. So he wants to go see if it's open, if it is, to get firewood. We have brought a tiny bit from home. We normally stop on the way to get some, like normally there's houses on the way that says stop $5 firewood, but on the way down here we did see it a few times, but there was a car behind us and we didn't want to stop, and the road that we were on was quite narrow. It feels so good to be back in a provincial park, and I think this is probably one of the biggest positives about moving to Canada, is experiencing this camping life. Now you can camp in England, of course. We've done a lot of tent camping in our lives and caravan camping, but this in Canada is just a little bit different. And the good thing about being in the south of Ontario, I feel comfortable walking around like this because there's no big animals that are gonna hurt you. Here in southern Ontario we don't have bears, moose, we do have skunks. They smell pretty bad if you ever run into one. Raccoons, a lot of raccoons in these provincial parks. I've seen my fair few massive ones, and actually this time of day is when I normally see them, so but they normally keep themselves to themselves. Oh, and just as I was walking, just to the side of me, just here, don't know if you guys can see, is a baseball pitch. I actually didn't know that was there. So yeah, that took me about 2 minutes because I've been crawled in for 2 minutes. This is where the beach is. Little shop here. This is where we got ice cream last time, and the ice cream was incredible. What I will say about Rock Point as well is that you can watch the sunset from here, but it is over on the far right, as if you're in like the Lake Huron provincial park, such as Pinery, McGregor, Inverheron, the sunset is literally right in front of you, as this time it's to the right, so it's not so much over the lake. I always like to know where the sunset is setting because that's like one of my favourite things about coming out and camping. It is closed. It closed, this is at 4 p.m. today, And here is the hours for spring, in case you're coming during spring. Oh, there's some new merch in there that I can see. I'm going to be excited to take you around that tomorrow. So it's time to walk back to tell Jake. I literally just told the vlog that this is perfect time for a raccoon. Don't, Jake, don't. So Jake has just told me as I'm approaching the car that a massive, massive raccoon has just passed him. Obviously we're right by the bins and that's kind of where they are.
That was a big raccoon.
Did you film it for your vlog?
Yeah, quick, get in before we get there.
I know I said a minute ago they don't attack you, but I still don't want to see one that close. Is it huge?
Yeah. Right, where's that?
So we're at 146. Let's see if we can see.
This way?
Yes. Let's see if we can see the raccoon. Is he on the floor? Okay, so Jake's just vlogging about the electricals. We don't need to know about that on our page. And I've just found the 146 just here. This is quite open. These ones are for bigger trailers, campers, RVs. We have a water tap just there, which is awesome when we want to get rid of our fire pit or anything. It's literally just there. And then the shower block is directly right behind. And we'll do a full tour tomorrow of this section, but just to let you know what it looks like. Once the trailer's in, this will be quite a smaller pitch, but I prefer the smaller pitches when it's just us two because I don't want it to feel too big. We do have some neighbours as well, a lovely Airstream and a converted trailer there. And then our electric panel is quite far away. Jake, that's quite far, isn't it? So good job we have an adapter. It's because we're sharing it with the one next to us. And Jake is cheating the system slightly because there's not a trailer opposite us. So he's literally drove straight into there and he's going to make the back end a lot easier. Okay, so normally this is the point where I get all of the outdoor furniture out. So I normally have like a rug, well not a rug, it's an outdoor mat. I get the tables and the chairs all out. Because we're only here for 2 nights, I haven't got an outdoor mat. I actually need to buy a new one this year because it's been destroyed from the last camping trips. And normally if there's grass, I tend to not put a mat down either because I don't mind the grass. It's just there's a lot of campsites out there that is like gravel or mud, and that's when I would typically get the mat out. But yeah, we don't have a mat this trip, but that's okay because it's only a short trip. And it's just a taster to see what this is like on the road. Before we do our big trip in November, we've got lots of little ones planned to make sure there's no hiccups along the way, because 2 years ago we drove down to Florida, and when we got to Florida our hot water tank didn't work. So we're just trying to work out everything's in place before we do our big trip. So Jake is just putting down the legs now. He talks about in his vlog all of that. I'm going to go in there and get some bug cream because there is lots of little flies and mozzies going around, and then hopefully very shortly we'll be getting on the barbecue before it gets too late and start cooking. I'm not quite sure what we're going to have tonight, but I am the chef normally when it comes to like the sides. So I do jalapeno poppers, potato salad, corn, and Jake's normally the meat guy. But we are trying to, after this trip, we're trying to come up with some new meals to have, because when we go camping quite a lot, it gets quite boring having the same thing, like burgers, hot dogs, like all the time. So we do want to experiment. So if you're watching this and you're a camper and you have any great meals that you can share with us, let us know. We obviously have the fire pit everywhere, the barbecue. We also have inside the hob, the microwave, so we can basically cook anything. We also have an air fryer, but we do get very complacent and have the same thing over and over again. Okay, so Jake is still setting everything up, but I have already started the jalapeno poppers. So tonight I am making jalapeno poppers. I haven't done it in the longest time. I'm doing it basic way today. Sometimes I get fancy and put different sour cream in, but I've just cut up. So I've just cut up loads of jalapenos in half, and then I've just de-seeded them. Just gonna put some cream cheese in and then just wrap it in bacon. Sometimes I go a bit fancy and change up the cream cheese for other fillings. But tonight I am absolutely starving since 8 AM this morning, and I haven't ate since then because I had a busy day at work. So I am just, right now, anything's gonna do. Still light outside. I don't know if the sun's still shining, but it's still light. So yeah, I will catch up with you once I've done these jalapeno poppers. Okay, so while I was prepping jalapenos, which are now on the barbecue, Jake set up this. Like I said, our setup's nothing too fancy right now. We're only here for 2 days. So we've just got our tables and chairs, and we're gonna just quickly light the bonfire, our first bonfire of 2025. I might get my Sudoku out. It is getting a bit colder, so I have put on, I don't look the best, but no one's judging here. I've got my Crocs, my Lotso socks and my joggers. What I will say about Rock Point, it is very open. So other campsites that we've been to, there's been like all greenery around your campsite, so it feels a little bit more private. Me and Jake actually don't mind an opened or a closed one. Sometimes it's nice open ones because you can talk to people, but just keep that in mind because I know some people prefer to be a little bit more private. Jake lighting our first bonfire. It's not too cold out, like I'm cold, but as soon as the fire's going, it'll be all right. Okay, so we have the most beautiful sunset ever behind. I don't know if you can capture it, but it's like a pinky color and it is so gorgeous. It goes all the way up there and it is stunning. The fire is on, it is burning, it looks lovely and it's nice and warm. And then Jake, when he went on his road trip to...
They were from Cincinnati, Ohio.
He went on a road trip to Tennessee. His vlog is on that. And he picked these up from Cincinnati on his way back. And they're just Dr. Pepper and Coke, but they're in really cool Coke bottles. And he brought them back for his camping. He also got a 7-Up and a Fanta, but he drank those ones. So I'm going to ask him, which one do you want?
I don't know. Maybe the Coke. What one do you
I want the Dr. Pepper, so that works out. Or you can have a sip of each. For some reason, drinks in glass bottles just taste 10 times better. And let us do a little taste test. Is it good?
Yeah.
Guys, I don't know if you can see, but it's gone even more pinky purple now. Look at that view. Our neighbours just walked past us and was like, how beautiful is this? I was like, I know. I can't remember that saying. Sunshine at night, shepherd's... What was that saying? Red cloud at night, shepherd's warning.
I don't know, I'm not a shepherd.
My grandma used to say that saying all the time and I can't remember it. Okay guys, so look at this jalapeno popper. That jalapeno popper, so good. Also, bacon, cheese, and a mushroom and barbecue sauce. And this is my evening dinner in front of the fire. So excited. Good morning and hello from Rock Point. So last night after you've seen that clip, we actually let the fire die down and then I came in for a shower. I was going to shower in the shower block for you so I could rate it. And normally I do one night in the shower block and one night in the trailer if we come for 2 nights, just so I can still rate it. But last night I went down to the shower block and they hadn't been cleaned out and they've been being used all day because it was all muddy and also it was super dark. So I thought I would do the shower block today and do the trailer last night. And my hair feels amazing. So the water in this area must be 10/10. What I will say is I woke up this morning from a text to say welcome to the US and it is $16 a day. So I need to call my phone plan to tell them that I'm actually not in the US. It's because we're right on the border here in Rock Point between New York State and Ontario, Canada. So what I will say is just watch out for that if you are coming down to this part. Sometimes your phone can connect, but just call your phone provider and they'll be able to take it off for you. Last time I forgot to and I got charged and I just paid it, but I need to remember to because that's a lot of money a day. This morning Jake made us cups of tea and coffee. I've got a tea. Jake's actually got my coffee that I made. I went to Tim Hortons roastery last week. They invited me and I made my very own coffee blend. He said it tastes a bit chocolatey but I put Colombian coffee in with a different make of coffee, I can't remember now, and I blended it together and he's drinking that this morning. I've got my tea and I'm going to make Jake an omelette. He absolutely loves omelettes while we are camping. And then I've got some strawberries. We forgot my Nutella, so it's just strawberries on their own today. And then we do need to head down to check ourselves in. It's actually quite late. We slept in. What time is it, Jake? So we woke up at 20 to 9, which is quite a lion for us. We normally wake up.
Now it's 9:25.
And now it's 9:25. So we're going to make this omelette and then quickly check on some clothes. It's not raining yet. It is supposed to rain at some point today. So we're going to get down to the office before the rain starts. Sometimes we cook outside in the morning. The birds are tweeting away. We are going to get the little pan out. We're going to do bacon and mushrooms. There's Jake. Good morning. Look at his morning hair. I'm loving our new fridge and freezer. It's so much bigger. You can actually fit everything in. Do that. And I slept really well. The mattress is a bit harder than we're used to. So I think we are going to upgrade that. We'll get a mattress topper.
We definitely are upgrading it.
But we still slept well. 1 omelette. So we're just on our way to the check-in office and we just come across a little deer. I don't know if you guys will see it through there. He was just crossing the road, so we slowed right down for him to cross the road. He's just gone behind the tree now, so you probably won't see him. I absolutely love seeing little deers out, don't you? We always slow right down and try path. You don't want to scare any of them. And there is actually quite a few people camping here, isn't there?
Yeah, I'm surprised. Because I think yesterday was the first day it opened.
And normally, like this early on, there's not that many campsites. Like when we went to Turkey Point for the first time last year, there was literally no one there. No. We were the only people down our road, like where we were camping.
But then again, it's been a horrible long winter, and April's been horrible for us, so people just probably want to get out.
Yeah. So to the left is the park shop and the beach and the park and the filling station where we were yesterday. But check-in is just up here, so we're going to quickly check in, and then I think we're going to go check out the park shop and then go back to our trailer and take a little walk around what's round our loop. So we just drove round to the park the check-in, and you just drive up to the window, you let them know the name, and then you get one of these. If you do everything online correctly, it shouldn't take long at all. It took like 2 seconds. I put in myself and Jake's name. If you just put one name, they will ask you for the other person's name. You used to get 2 of these. You used to put one on your campsite and then one on the car, but now you don't need one on the campsite. You literally just need one for the car. So we're now gonna head down to the park store. A lot of places also have the park store and the check-in at the same place. This one doesn't. The park store is closer to the beach and the park. And then this is where I was walking yesterday, the baseball pitch is to the right there. Okay, so here at the park store, there is a park just there that's got slides, swings. It's like quite a small park, but it's still a lot to do there. And then there is an undercover picnic area too. And then there's an outdoor picnic area just behind the park there. And then all along here and there is Lake Erie. I absolutely love Lake Erie. I actually prefer it than Lake Ontario. It's just slightly clearer, but down this end can be a bit choppy. And then it's literally just started to rain now. I can feel little spits. Jake, I'm going to go in the shop because it's just started to rain. Okay, so the park store. Got some mugs that say Rock Point on them. Then we have the Ontario Parks collection. This one is actually really cool. It's a nice colour. T-shirt, bucket hat. This bucket hat of all the turtles sunbathing. So cute. Got a plain navy bucket hat, brown one. Ah, we don't have one of these. This is a scratch map. So we have the passport and the pictures, but we don't have the scratch map. I think I'm gonna have to get that. This is the passport that we have at home. So every single Ontario park is in there. And then you buy the stickers and you stick them on. So I've already got that. And then I have the patch as well. The stickers are $2.25 and the passports are $10.95. And then when we were camping last year, we actually bought a turkey because every single park we go to, we see a turkey. I really like that new design, the Ontario Parks road trip just at the top there. It's a really nice logo. It's what's on the pink hat. I don't know if we have a Christmas ornament or not. I'm gonna have to ask Jake. I'm not sure if we got one from here. So we both walked out with a purchase. I got the scratch map and then Jake bought the t-shirt that I liked. Jake, show up my vlog, the t-shirt. The t-shirt that I liked in the white, he got it in the black. It is quite pricey for a t-shirt with tax.
Very expensive.
With tax, it's $41, but so it says Ontario Parks road trip.
There's a park called Pancake Bay.
And then the back has all of the different parks. I just like how it says road trip because we always do the road trips to them. Yeah. And then if you just show the tag, the reason why they upprice them is because 100% of it goes into the 330 provincial parks in Ontario. So we just did our bit today. We're buying that. And then I got a scratch map. Oh my goodness me. Look at the size of that. Where next?
Now we'll walk down to the water.
Have a little look?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, so we've just took a walk down to the lakefront from the shop. The shop is just there. And I actually forgot how beautiful Lake Erie is. Like the water is, you can see right through to the bottom. It's gorgeous. I just wish it was hot. I would definitely get in. So excited for the summers and lake days. But look at the bottom there, can you see how crystal blue it is? And then going out to there, oh, I just wish I was on my paddleboard in there right now. It's probably still freezing cold because we had the worst winter in a very long time and it's all just melted. But this is Rock Point, and then over in the far distance is where the fossils are, which we will go to later. That's closer to where our campsite is. But this water on Lake Erie is gorgeous, and just across the way there, you can't really see it, but that is America, and that's why my phone keeps saying that I'm in America. But yeah, look at that. I feel like I'm in this tropical place without the sunshine right now. I think we are now going to head into the town to have a little look to see what shops they have. We did it before, but I know it's a tiny town with like a Dollarama and a thrift store. But should we head into the town?
Yeah, do you not want to go there?
Okay, so we are at the Rock Point sign. I love coming up to the front of the sign to get a picture. So this is what we do about every trip. Now we have already had a picture with the Rock Point sign before because we've been here before, but it's still nice to come back and get a picture in front of the Rock Point sign. Okay, so we have just got into Dunnville little town, and it took about a 10-minute drive from the campsite. You literally just turn left and it's a straight road. There is a farmer's market just over here. It's not open today, so make sure when you come double check it because that'd be awesome to check out. There is also a Food Basics, McDonald's and Giant Tiger just to the side of us. There is free parking in here right behind Food Basics, and then there's like a breakfast place and it's all free parking. We are actually just going to go to the high street first. We do need to go to Food Basics to pick a few things up, but we're going to go check out the high street first to see what's there. There's any little coffee shops for a little cake, and just see what there is really. Look at the old main street of Dunnville, so cute. I wonder if that's the Dunnville sign just behind there. And there we are, we're in the little town of Dunnville, right on the Waters Lake there. We're obviously out of season as well, so it's nice and quiet, but I don't know if many places will be open. I think this sort of town kind of relies on a bit of tourism. Okay, I just seen this really cool like retro diner. It's called Passmore's. They do like all day breakfast, bottomless coffee. It's giving me proper retro.
It is very retro.
And they are closed until... Oh no, they're closed. Oh, it's cash only too. That's so cool. 2 eggs, toast, bacon, ham, sausage, $7.99. That's really cool. Oh, Jake in there, so cool. Little pub over here called New Amsterdam, and then there's a massive thrift store here. So we're going to check out the thrift store. Okay, so we just popped into A&W because I really need to choose the washroom to pee, and Jake wanted to buy a coffee. So A&W now has Pret. So if you don't know, this is like a UK brand. Yeah. It's all over the UK.
And it's a flat white.
And it's also, because it's a UK brand, everything on there it says like cappuccino, latte, flat white. So Jake got a flat white, and how was it?
I haven't had a flat white since I was in England, and it's actually really nice. I prefer, like, it's a nice treat, but I do prefer just my single black coffees with a bit of milk. But yeah, it's nice.
Just tastes like a Pret from home.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you ever want to go and get a Pret, if you're a Brit living in Canada, go to an A&W because they have a whole Pret menu now. Cappuccinos, flat whites, and it wasn't too expensive. Like at home,
It was like $3.60.
flat whites are like £4, £5. But here they were $3.60, which is about $2. So £2. So bargain. So we're going to head now back into the high street because I need to find a postcard, and then we're going to start heading back very shortly because I'm getting hungry. So I think it'll be time for lunch soon. Okay, so we had a little walk around Dunnville, and our ultimate goal is to get a postcard. So if you do not know, if you don't follow me, I have a Patreon page, which I will leave linked down below. And basically, I send out at least one postcard a month of anywhere that we are, basically around the world. So nowhere has a tourist postcard, like literally nowhere. So we went into a shop that kind of sells like local businesses stuff. So there's loads of different markets in there, and we said, do you have postcards? And they said no, but we have someone joining very soon that does make postcards. And by the way guys, the farmers market has just opened up. So it is open today, so we might, but anyway, so she called the guy that's gonna go to her store soon to sell postcards, and says, is there any chance that you have a few made, or you can make a few, because there's people here that are here for 2 days that would love some. And they said yes, so he's printing them now, making them now, and they said they're open till 5. It's 1 o'clock now, and we're only 10 minutes away, so we're gonna head back and make some lunch, maybe take a walk down to the fossils, and then head back later. If the farmers market's still open when we come back later, then we'll pop in there and have a look at that. But Dunnville town is really cute. Like I said, there's not much there. There's like a deli shop, a pub, a thrift store, food basics, giant tiger, post office, a bank, so basically everything that you need. So it's a cute little stop off, and a farmers market, of course. Okay, so we came back, had lunch. Well, I only had a pack of crisps and a chocolate bar because apparently we've got a big dinner tonight, so I don't want to like overeat. So I just had a snack, and then I had an hour nap. I was sat on the sofa doing a Sudoku, and I just felt my eyes like nodding off, and Jake was editing his Texas YouTube video, so I was like, I'm just gonna have a snooze. Like, I haven't had a snooze in the daytime in a long time. If my best friend Amber and her boyfriend's watching this, they're gonna be laughing because I say I don't nap, but in every vlog I nap. But I actually haven't napped in the longest time. Like, since I've been back from England, I've been getting up at like 7 AM, and then I haven't been napping. So that felt so nice. All of our windows were open. We just heard the birds tweeting, and it actually rained for a little bit too. So I was just so relaxed. So anyway, it is currently 3:30, so we're going to go to the store because it closes at 4 to grab some kindling for some night, and I might even treat myself to an ice cream. And then we got to quickly pop back to town before that store closes at 5 to get the postcards. And I kind of want to get like a little Tim's gift card for them, because the fact that they went and did that was like so nice. They didn't have to do that. And then when we get back, we're going to go on a little walk before dinner down to the fossils, down to the front. It's not raining anymore, so we can do that, and it's still quite humid. So yeah, we're gonna go on a little adventure now. I just had the best sleep, well, little nap ever, and I really needed that. So yeah, so let's go to get kindling and then go to get the postcards. The sun is trying to peek through the clouds, which is nice, because when we get back in the next 30 minutes or so, we will be able to go on a little walk. Jake's just ran inside to get the kindling. You pay first, and then you come out. Kindling's on the right, and then wood is on the left. Then you can also get ice as well, but you just pay inside and then you grab it afterwards. How much is that?
$9.
$9. Okay, so it's called Custom Crafts Local Vendors, where we're getting our postcards. Okay, so we have our postcards from here, and guys, she was so lovely. She gave us more than we even asked for, so please come and check them out if you're in this area, because it's a cute little store with lots of little local businesses in, and she was awesome. So tick. So it is like a very small farmers market. It might be because it's out of season. It's got about 6 different stalls, but we ended up picking we go away again next week, so we can't pick up too much stuff because we'll have to eat it all because we're away for a week. But we have got these. Jake's allergies are really bad. It's maple season here, and May, June are the worst for Jake's allergies for maple. Anyway, so we picked up these salted caramel chip cookies. They look like this, and they look incredible. And it's by the farm, Richardson's Farm and Market, which is actually in Dunnville. And their parsnips were so big.
The biggest parsnips I've ever seen in my life.
So I brought a little card back, because whenever we do a roast dinner, we find it so hard to find parsnips. What was she saying in there?
There was like 12 inches. They were massive.
What was she saying, that she has like a little shop, or they just come here? Or...
Yeah. I wasn't really this. I was just looking at the parsnips.
And I don't think the parsnips are too expensive. So if we were having $5.
Yeah.
So it's so hard and so expensive to find parsnips. So next time we have a roast dinner, we'll come down and bulk up on this.
Just for the day.
I know. It's not too far from our home, and we can cut them up. So we've got their card now to remind us, and then we've got cookies for our dessert tonight to have with a cup of tea or a hot chocolate. And now we are on our way to go find Muddy. So if you're in this area, especially if you've got kids, there is a mascot called Muddy, which is a huge fish, and we just learnt about it because it's on the front of the postcards I got for my Patreon members. And this huge fish apparently is a 2-minute drive from here, or a 25-minute walk. If we had more time, and it was warmer, we would have walked down, but we want to go see the fossils, we want to have a barbecue, like there's so much we want to cram in, and it's getting quite late, so we're going to drive down to Muddy, and I'm going to show you where Muddy is so you can see the mascot of Dunnville before we head back for the park for the night and have a little walk around there. And it has just started to spit slightly again. Hopefully it's just a small few little drops and not coming down like it did earlier.
Oh, there he is.
Where is he? Oh, Jake's just spotted Muddy.
Let's see if you can go parkour.
If you want to come and see Muddy, there is a little parking area. Obviously in the summer I bet that gets quite busy very fast, but we're the only people there right now. And here is like a little learning thing for kids, so it tells you about local animals that are around here, like birds and things, snakes, turtles. You learn about it all there. And then right in front of us is Muddy. I think it's a trout, I want to say.
Yeah.
Oh, it could be a catfish, you could be right. We'll go find out. I love being a tourist. We stick out like a sore thumb, getting excited over this big fish. Oh, it's a catfish, you were right. Wow, I didn't. So it's a catfish.
It's the world's largest statue of its kind. Not that many people would want a giant catfish statue, I guess, but...
No. Oh, cool. So people have had like hockey teams named after it and everything. And it's here. Look at him, he's absolutely huge. So the landmark, if you want to come to Rock Point Provincial Park, is 10-minute drive away. Come to Dunnville and then come to see Muddy. That's a nice little...
10 minutes from Southport as well, isn't it?
Yeah, I think there's a few provincial parks all around here, so even if you come to a few other ones in this area. And this is a nice park too if you want to come and have a day out outside of the park. Guys, the rain has just started to come down so heavy, but we haven't gone to the fossils yet, and we need to start dinner because we have ribs soon. Well, we have ribs tonight and they take a few hours on the barbecue and we can't leave that unattended. So we're braving the rain and we're going to go and see the fossils in the rain. This is what camping's about. So we've got our raincoats on and we're still not freezing cold, so we're still going to see what we can go see. We're ready. So we are staying in 146, so when we come out of 146 we're gonna take a left and we're gonna go down this way because I think there's a path to the beach which then leads you to the fossils. 148 is actually a really nice parking spot, because a camping spot, because you can drive on there and then you've got nothing around you, you've got nothing to the side, nothing to the back. So guys, if you're looking for a nice private one, 148 is really nice. This is 149. 149 is slightly more open, you can see the one next to it, but there is nothing behind, there's no campsites behind, so that one's not too bad. If you want an extra excluded, you can't see anyone around you, I would go for 150, because 150 is literally covered in trees. So when you reverse on here, this is actually the back of our one. We share the same electric port. Fire pit is crowded round with trees. Here there's trees, so you can get some shade as well. So if you want a really secluded one, 150 is the place to go. So we've just found the walkway down to the beach. So if you want to be close to this walkway, you want to stay in 158. 158 literally backs on to the pathway. Or some people might not like it because when they're camping there in the night, you'll see people walking down here a lot. But if you've got kids and want to be really close to the water, 158 is the place to go. God, there's lots of little flies tonight, and it's stopped raining. Yay! Okay, so we've just come down the steps to the beach and we're going to walk along the beach, and the fossils are down there. There is a whole pathway that goes down there if you want to cycle down, or if you want to walk down the path rather than on this. We have chosen to take the water look. Okay, so we are here on the fossils, which I will show you in just a second. But what I will say is, I don't know if it's from the winter where the water comes up, but there is thousands and thousands and thousands of dead fish in the debris. So all over there, when we walked up, it was thousands of like fish this big dead and it didn't smell nice at all. I didn't even think I could come on the rocks, but I seen over here there wasn't any. But there's honestly thousands. I don't know if it's because it's early in the season and it does this every single year. I don't know if they come and clean them up, but it smells awful. But I'm just going to go to the end of where the fossils are to show you. There are still a few little dead fish around here, but it's nowhere near as bad as it was down there. So just keep that in mind. I don't know if this is every year this happens or it's just this year specifically. Let me know in the comments if you come here. So all in Rock Point, this is where the fossils are. So if you look down, there are so many hundreds of different like fossil carvings and things like that. And then this water over here is so shallow. So when we came 2 years ago, it was so warm to like paddle in all of it. But I think we're gonna walk up the closest stairs because it smells so bad and head back the pathway because this, I've never experienced this before. Poison ivy that way, so we actually can't go that way, so we'll have to walk down a bit. And I found some more fossils on the floor. So just here, it's a fossil. There's loads over here actually. Jake, we can't go up that way. We can't go up that way. Poison ivy. Okay, so we haven't checked out a comfort station for you in this vlog, and I was supposed to shower in one tonight, but the water is completely turned off for the whole campsite. For some reason there is an error going on, so I won't be able to rate it today, but I will still show you what it looks like in one of these comfort stations. So in here is the laundry. It looks like it's $1.50 to put on a wash, and then there is dryers as well. It smells nice and clean. The sides are all really clean as well, and the floor is clean, which is a big bonus. Obviously we can't use it right now because there's no water and we don't need to. Then we're going to go down the side. Okay, so these are the women's toilets are currently closed because there's no water, so I can't even show you in them, unfortunately, which they are just saying that there is still vault toilets available. So yeah, I'm absolutely gutted I can't shower in one of those to rate it for you. I like to rate it on if it's hot or cold, if it's clean. But we managed to see the washer and dryers, which are cool. But in the morning, if the water's back on, I'll quickly show you inside of them. So we're just going to head back now, and if we go past a vault toilet, I don't think I'll show you that. Vaults are a bit not too nice. It's basically a hole in the ground. But for people that are camping in tents and need to go to the washroom, they have to use vault at the minute. You can get a refund if you wanted to go to Selkirk or Long Point or one of the other local parks, then you can do that. Okay, so we are back from our little walk down to the fossils. Didn't go too as planned just because of all of the fishes everywhere. But it is raining now, so we have got the awning out a little bit because we had it out fully and there kept being a wind swoop and it like took it. So we've pulled it just enough to put. So the barbecue's there. Jake's outside, even though it's raining, he likes being outside. And the barbecue is just under cover slightly because that's got the ribs on. Jake likes doing the ribs for an hour and a half. And then I'm in here going to make all of the other stuff. So first things first, I'm going to do the potato salad. So for the potato salad, I'm just going to chop potatoes. I was going to do the whole bag, but I just think that's going to be too much. So, because I cut them in half. And like I said, this can be lunch for the next few days, the amount of food that we're going to be cooking. For some reason, when we go camping, we like overcook. And I'm starving, so we haven't ate much today. I'm always starving though, I love food. I filled that half the way. I'm gonna light the hob. I'm gonna boil that, and while that's boiling, we're gonna cut the potatoes in half. And then when I make a potato salad, sometimes I put bacon in it, sometimes I don't. And then I put green onion in it once the potatoes are softened. And then the sauce of choice, I normally change it up between ranch and other things. I'm going to use today is Homestyle Ranch for it, just because I think it's so good with it. Sometimes I put cheese in the potato salad, sometimes I put jalapenos. I always change up my potato salad with whatever ingredients I actually have on the day. Okay, it's like all systems goes in this trailer right now. So I have just made the jalapeno poppers. One of them though is coming off. Okay, so I have decided, I'm going to put you down a bit. I've got bacon on the go, spring onion, jalapenos, and potatoes with the sauce, and that is what I am going to put in my potato salad today. I put my corn on the cob in some tin foil, and then he has took that, and now the jalapenos are over there too. And just while we're waiting for all of this, I'm going to do some washing up. And then everything should be ready together apart from the ribs. The ribs will have a little bit later because it takes slightly longer to cook those ones. Okay, so I've just laid the table because it's still raining outside. So we're going to eat in here for the first time. This is my potato salad. How good does it look? I'm so excited. Then we have seasoning, salt and pepper, jalapeno poppers. Jake's going to bring the chicken in a minute and my corn. But the ribs are going to take slightly longer. So Jake's been out here grilling for the last hour and a half, and there is his full rack of ribs, and they look so good. Are they nearly done, Jake?
Think so.
Okay, and this is our feast. Look at those ribs. Jake did such a good job. Potato salad, chicken. I am so excited. We're inside the trailer eating. We actually never really ate in our old trailer. Morning. Wow, what a great 2 days. So this morning we woke up, Jake's had a shower, I've made him an omelette. I've just brushed my hair and chucked some clothes on and shower when I get home, because today I've got work, and that's one of the reasons why we have to leave today, which absolutely sucks because I don't know if you can see in the background or it coming in, but it is sunshine today and we never got that yesterday, but we still had the best time. Hopefully we'll be getting going in probably the next hour or so. It's now 9 AM. We have to go to the dumping station to dump all the water and the waste, and we haven't obviously unpacked outside, so that's a huge time consuming thing. Normally I go pack up to outside, but we haven't took anything out outside, so it should be a quite easy set down today. And I've had the best 2 days, and it's sad because we don't know when we're next camping. We're going away for a week next week, which I will tell you guys more about next week, and then when we get back we'll try and plan another trip, because unfortunately our original 2 trips got cancelled, so we need to plan other ones basically. Everyone's out this morning eating their breakfast outside. The birds are tweeting away and the sun is shining, so it's a perfect pack down day. It's always really not the nicest if it's raining on a pack down day, I'm not going to lie, because everything gets wet and then you have to empty it all out at home, but it's a perfect pack down day. So let's get ready to pack it down.
You can put those away if you want.
Where do they go?
I'm going to throw them in the bed of the truck for now.
Mind what I look like, because I am definitely in camping wear right now, looking not the best, but Jake is just hitching up the car now, and then we'll be saying goodbye to our very first camping trip. We are at 146 and this is the view from 146. The park is just there, but it is open. We're not going to end it just here, like I said earlier. First of all, we need to go to the dump station, so we're going to take you there. We went there at the beginning of this vlog. We'll just see what it's like on a checkout day, as in like this time of day. This is normally when everyone goes. Look at our brand new trailer. It was so good to come out. The only thing, we wrote a few things down that we want to do. One of them being the mattress. The mattress is a bit hard for Jake. I don't mind a hard mattress, but the mattress it came with is a bit hard. But you have to get a special RV one, trailer one, because they bend in half to lift up from underneath, because there's storage underneath. So we're going to be on a hunt up for that. I know a Canadian company called ND does them, so maybe we'll look on the website and see how much they are for our next camping trip. But it served us well. It was so much nicer having the bigger trailer. As much as I loved our old one, this one definitely made our camping experience a little bit more luxury, I guess is the word to say. And then it's my job. He's gonna back up and then I'll tell him when to stop. Stop! Forward a little bit. Okay, so we're at the dump station. This is not the pleasant side of camping, and I always get out to tell Jake when when we get there. So we have 2 dumps in this one. We only had one last time, so I'm looking for the circular section, meeting in line with that. Stop! just like that. Jake will put some gloves on and dump this one and then this one. And Jake mentioned in the shop when we went to the shop yesterday, he's seen that they now have badges, pins, and I collect pins. I have the badge, I have the sticker from here, but I don't have the pin. So as soon as we've emptied all of this, then we're going to go over to the shop and quickly buy the pin before making our way back. The good thing is we're only 50 minutes away from home, so we'll be home by 11:30 at the latest. I have work at 2, so I can shower and all of that. And this is one of the main reasons that we actually moved to Canada. A lot of people ask why. So we can do this sort of stuff on our day off. We can just go out and camp for a few days or go on a few hikes. There's just so much to do in this area. And then once Jake takes his gloves off, I spray his hands with this. This is just from Bath & Body Works. They do the mini sanitizer gels, but sprays always work best when we're camping, we find. I have the gels on my handbag, but this is just easy to spray all over his hands after he's cleaned it. So he is now done. We're going past the water because we don't need, well, 1, the water's off, and 2, we don't need it. And now we're heading to the camp shop. Okay, so I have the pin Rock Point. Yeah, I definitely don't think I have this one that can go on my pin board. I do collect a lot of things, I'm not going to lie. The stickers for the passports, the badges to sew onto my denim jacket, and the pins. Now our next stop is home.
Where